Would you change the way you live your life if you knew the day you were going to die? Tonight, it's 40-year-old Peter Bell's life that's going under the microscope. Workaholic Peter has all the trimmings that go with running a successful nightclub, the flash car and local celeb status in his hometown of St Albans. But his fiancée, Kay, a part-time model, is terrified that Peter could be working himself into an early grave.
What sort of state is he going to be in 5 years? Is he going to be an old man? What's going to be left for me?
And she's right to be concerned. In the UK, 5 million people feel that work stress is damaging their health. In Peter's case, it's potentially taking years off his life.
Can you just hold the line 1 second, Peter?
And with a diet of junk food late at night, soaring cholesterol levels and no exercise, the middle-age spread has begun.
I don't want to be a fat knacker, you know, I don't want to be fat, I don't want to die early.
Kay and Peter split last summer as a result of his working hours, but they've decided to give it one last try.
I've got to either put up with it the way it is or move on. I don't know.
If he doesn't regain control of his personal life, he could lose everything. In desperation, Kay's called in our experts, Dr Adam Carey and life coach Patricia Mitchell, who will predict Peter's life expectancy. Our experts have just 6 weeks to show Peter and millions like him in the UK tips to add back the years for a healthier, longer life. It's the moment of reckoning for ageing nightclub manager Peter Bell. With the support of his fiancée and nominator, Kay, Peter's about to be given a reality check on his own mortality.
Yeah, I'm Peter Pan, I can live forever. I'm never going to grow up.
Peter's managed to tear himself away from work for long enough to find out his predicted life expectancy. But true to form, work is never far from his thoughts.
Hi mate, how you doing? You'll have taken myself off the gallows after seeing the figures for Saturday. You've got to make sure
Just proves that we're
2 months of your
hopefully
wages.
going to the right place.
That place is the Change the Day You Die clinic, where he'll meet Dr Adam Carey, nutritionist to the England rugby team, and life coach Patricia Mitchell. Our 2 experts have already started work on Peter's case file.
And the reason why I found him so interesting is he's hit the big 4-0 and everything started to go wrong, and he can't work out why.
Cheers Steve, bye.
He's locked himself up in that fantasy world of a club and he's living his life in there. We need to get him out of that.
Adam and Patricia will carry out scientific tests to determine the predicted day Peter may die. Kay waits in another room while Peter goes in to meet the experts.
Hi Peter, come in, come and have a seat.
Hello.
Why have you come here today?
I know there's some things about me I want to change. I'm a little bit too fat. If I could be more effective in how I approach my work and home life, it's going to be great for me. So, you know, I think I'm not too bad now, but certainly a few improvements can make me even more sharper. So.
Adam and Patricia show Peter a film about his life. Peter Bell is the manager of Batchwood Hall Nightclub in Hertfordshire.
I describe this job as the next best thing as being a professional footballer.
But he puts in about 75 hours a week, nearly double the national average.
Towards the end of the week, I look at him and I think, you look old, you look tired and old and run down and not healthy.
All our family feel that, you know, he might eventually destroy himself, but we also know that this is his life and that's what he loves.
He started off 20 years ago. I think he still thinks he can do what he did then. I do know other managers that don't work the hours that he puts in.
He does work hard, sometimes probably a little bit too hard.
2 years ago, his GP prescribed medication for esophagitis, a throat condition caused by bad diet and stress. He was told to change his lifestyle, but Peter hasn't listened to the doctor's warnings.
Well, I try and be healthy, okay, because there are healthy kebabs and fish and chips and Chinese and curry.
And Kay has been waiting for him to set a wedding date for 6 years. So what are his priorities?
I should say it's her. And I want it to be her. I do, I love her very, very much. But I love my job.
It's quite harsh. Truthfully, deep down, knowing that you're not probably the most important thing.
Watching that, how did that make you feel?
I was, first of all, seeing that, I was glad the club was busy, you know, so, yeah.
You really are work orientated, aren't you?
Well...
Because for you to be sitting down and your first thought is
Glad
the club's
busy. And what about Kay crying on national television?
Yeah, you know, Kay isn't work orientated like I am and I am. I only know one way. I only know to be successful by being one way. I know I can be better. I know I can manage things a lot easier. But that's what I know.
You've been engaged for how long?
About 5.5, between 5.5 and 6 years. There has been issues in our personal life because of the way things are. Maybe I've gone in and thrown...
You separated earlier this year. Why was that?
Kay wanted some massive changes with how I approach my work.
Unreasonably massive?
Well, I obviously thought unreasonable.
When you saw your GP and your GP suggested you needed to change your lifestyle, you weren't very successful at it then, were you?
I hate going to the doctors, you know.
Answer the question. When you saw your GP, because you were unwell, she asked you to make some changes. How well did you do with the changes?
Well, I didn't make the changes. I don't feel they look at I don't feel people look at you as an individual, you know. This was my job, this is what I do, make me better.
This is my job, this is what we do. Yeah. Why should I believe that you're prepared to change?
I don't want to see things like that on TV again. I don't want to see my fiancée in tears. I don't want to be fat, I don't want to be grey-haired, I don't want to be working myself in a grave, I don't want to be trying to run around a nightclub when I'm 65 years of age.
Got a beautiful car, beautiful job, potentially a beautiful wife, and I think that they could all evaporate. I think you could become very unwell as a consequence of your beautiful job, and not because it's a bad job, it's because of the way you have decided to do it.
We are not suggesting that your passion for your work is wrong by any stretch of the imagination. What we are saying is that with a little bit of adjustment here and a little bit of adjustment there, you can recalibrate your life in a way that not only brings you a lot more joy, it brings the people around you a lot more joy, and in time it will actually even give you back years in your life.
Peter, I think now we need to go and do some basic medical investigations to assess really how well or unwell you actually are. Okay, come with us. Look straight.
Adam has to put Peter through a series of comprehensive medical tests to measure his heart rate, blood pressure and body fat.
So you're 31.2%.
At 5'9" and 14 stone 6, his body mass index, the measurement of body fat, reveals that he is technically obese. And his cholesterol levels are high at 7.4, when the healthy norm is 5 or below. The tests factor in every aspect of Peter's lifestyle. Having a negative outlook could cut 2 years off his life. Even not flossing regularly to reduce risk of gum disease can lose you years. In fact, research indicates that gum disease makes you 72% more likely to suffer from heart disease. Peter's life expectancy will be predicted using software developed by leading US medical scientist Dr Thomas Perls, who studied people who lived to 100. For Kay, the wait allows time to contemplate what her life will be like if Peter doesn't change.
What does that mean? Does that mean I carry on and make myself unhappy for the rest of my life because I love him and I want to be with him? Or does it mean that, you know, we have to go our separate ways?
The data has been compiled and it's time for 40-year-old Peter's results.
What I'd like you to do with the card in front of you is to write down on there the age to which you'd like to live and turn the card over so I can't see it. On this card, I'm going to write down the age that you're currently predicted to die. Peter, would you like to slide your card across the table, please? So you'd like to live until you're 99 years?
Plus, yep.
Plus. What are you going to do with those 34 years or so of retirement?
Enjoy my family, have some great memories.
So you see yourself having a family, getting married?
I'd like to have a big family. Kay always says she wants 4 kids.
Imagine grandchildren and...
Yeah, great. You know, I think I'll be a great granddad.
Go on, Peter, turn the card over. predicted day you're going to die is the 15th of August 2029.
Best we get started then.
So you want the fairy tale, and at the moment you haven't got a hope in hell of getting there.
Well, don't say.
I think you probably need to go and talk to Kay, because I think she's likely to be as devastated as you about that information.
Okay.
Off you go.
So where could have all those years gone? A healthy male can expect to live until 85, so from there we count down. Long working hours, stress and lack of exercise took off a predicted 5 years. And not getting the recommended 8 hours of sleep a night can be detrimental to your health. Lifestyle factors including his rocky relationship with Kay accounts for a possible 3 years. But it's your gene pool that has the biggest impact. If your grandparents lived into their 80s, you increase the chances of living longer. Second-hand smoke and drinking could account for a further 4 years. Medical test results including high cholesterol potentially took off another 4 years. And regular medical checkups can make all the difference to your longevity. Finally, for Peter, a poor diet of junk food cost him a major 5 years from his predicted life expectancy.
It's not bad, but it's not good.
Right. You're kidding?
No. I said 99.
So you won't even retire?
Like all 40-year-olds, Peter's metabolic rate will be on the decline. If he doesn't start exercising, he's likely to be morbidly obese by the time he's 45.
Peter's obviously a workaholic, but it's costing him 2 years of his life. If he doesn't change, he's going to self-destruct.
There's obviously more to this case than just losing weight and getting fit. If Peter can't find out what makes him happy outside of work, he's never going to change his lifestyle, let alone his life expectancy.
He gives work 150%, but he's deluded if he doesn't think there's a price to pay. It could cost him the love of his life, Kay.
After the break, Peter's diet will be put under the spotlight.
Yeah, last. I don't want to be a fat knacker. I don't want to die early.
And the experts divulge more trade secrets on how to gain back the years.
Come on, Peter.
But their advice proves hard to take.
He must be on drugs, that geezer. If you think I'm going to walk around all day looking like a right plum.
Peter Bell is a stressed-out workaholic whose junk food diet has his cholesterol rocketing and his waistline bulging. And fiancée Kay is way down on his priorities because he puts his job first. He wants to live to 99, but due to his excessive lifestyle, he's just been told he could die at 64. When your life has spiralled out of control and you might die 35 years before you want to, action needs to be taken. It's day one and already a bad start. Peter skipped breakfast before heading straight to work.
I sat there last night thinking today would be the first day I walk to work. And it was pissing me rain, so I thought tomorrow would be the first day I walk to work.
Peter is used to being lord of his manor and seems to have found Adam's criticism hard to swallow.
I'm not a fool. No one likes to be told things, but you know, you do know. Maybe I put my job before everything else, but I didn't know I was going to find the girl, get engaged and everything else. You know, I just chose to put a lot of effort into working and trying to be good at my job, you know. I do feel they made me out to be a bit of a numpty.
He runs a 1,300 capacity nightclub situated in a converted mansion set in the Hertfordshire countryside.
Karen speaking.
Karen's Peter Bell at Batchwood Hall.
As well as working nights at the club, he usually does a full day in the office upstairs, putting in at least a 14-hour day.
Just a quickie, really. Obviously, next week the law changes. Can you just hold the line 1 second, please? I'm on the other line. I feel that there's not going to be no further issues than this weekend coming than there are the following weekend. OK, thank you. Bye. £1,400 she wants to charge me, this stupid f***ing cow.
Peter's diet of takeaways and late-night snacks is potentially taking 5 years off his life. This means it's the first area that Dr Adam Carey wants to tackle.
On the table we have in front of you is sort of a combination of some of the typical foods that you might have in a week, complete with kebab. Now, I told you last week that your cholesterol is 7.4. If we are not able to bring your cholesterol down below 5, you're going to require medication for the rest of your life.
To give Peter an idea of the amount of saturated fat that he consumes in 1 week, Adam has converted it into the form of hamburgers.
Get lost. That's never.
That's 28 burgers.
Now, I want to bring in the fat content that's associated with your takeaway meals and the other junk food that you like to eat.
Get lost. That's ridiculous.
What's ridiculous?
That's
about
ridiculous.
You don't believe it because you don't want to believe it.
That's 68 burgers.
You're telling me what I'm eating is the equivalent to them 3 plates there?
it? Of fat.
I can't believe it. They stink as well.
You consume more than twice the recommended amount of saturated fat, and that's the bad fat. That's the fat that's going to kill you. And I know it's like that, Peter, because your cholesterol's through the roof. You need medication. And if you can't get a grip of this, some would say you need medication for up here as well.
Well, I don't really.
What's in your drawer at work?
A couple of bars of chocolate.
How many
As I
bars of
told
chocolate,
you.
Peter?
2 bars of chocolate.
What did you buy for Kay yesterday?
I bought her a walnut whip.
Does Kay eat walnut whips?
No,
No.
It's a new start. It's a
And
new
there's
thing
one
of
going
chocolate.
from the packet.
Did you eat that, Kay?
No.
Is that a treat fairy eating these things, is it?
Listen, I'm not saying that you're not right.
So are you going to do something about this?
Yes, I'm going to do something because this is
So I'm going
disgusting.
to charge you today to do something about this.
This
Are you
is
going to be able to do
disgusting.
this?
Yes, I am.
Adam wants Peter to cut out the burgers, the chocolates and the sweets. With his soaring cholesterol levels, switching to a healthier diet is way overdue. Adam wants him to eat 3 meals a day, including breakfast. Portion size is key. A serving of protein should be no larger than the size of the palm of your hand. And he needs to cut out man-made fats, which are raising his cholesterol and contributing to his expanding waistline. After 40, your metabolism slows down. So even if your diet and exercise stay the same, research suggests that you can put on 8 to 9 pounds a year. To reveal the reality, Adam's got a trick up his sleeve.
I challenged you to wear that fat suit for the rest of the day so you get to feel what it's going to be like in 2 years' time unless you can
can't do
sort
that.
your life out. You need to start to feel. You've been walking around like this. Your cholesterol's through the roof. You can't see the cholesterol. You can't feel the gun, right? You can feel this. That's going to remind you all day of what it's like to get bigger. Can you do it?
No, I can't.
One day.
At 5'9" and 14 stone 6, the 1 stone fat suit isn't such a fantasy. Peter could pile that on in a matter of years.
You'll be surprised when you put it on, most of your friends probably wouldn't notice. The only person who's going to notice is you. And that's the whole point. I think it's worth a day. One day.
Okay.
Good. I'll leave you to get dressed.
When Adam leaves, Peter has second thoughts about his new look.
Peter, you can't pick
I'm
out
not
which
wearing it.
bit.
I'm not- that's
Do you
not
want
okay.
to talk to me or not? Do you want to hear what I've got to say? Clearly not. I wouldn't want to wear it, but to understand why Adam's wanting him to wear this and what the results and the effect, if he doesn't change his life, will be, is that, then that's what he's got to do.
Right, do you want to try it on then? I ain't wearing it to work. I can tell that all the tea in China, someone put £1 million there. I'm not going to embarrass myself when I go to work. You wouldn't wear it with work, would you?
Don't ask me about it. You've not given me the opportunity to speak to you
Well, so yes,
and to
I'm
actually
okay.
converse
Don't-
about this. So it's all your programme. I'm not telling you to do anything.
Reluctantly, Peter agrees to try the suit on for size.
Great, I'm really pleased. It's going to look really funny. Go to work and try and manage a £3 million nightclub looking like a Is this my outfit as well? I'll stay on the front door, lose my job. Great. How on earth can you feel that is going to be unnoticeable at work for me?
obviously it's not going to be unnoticeable.
I can't even move my arms. You'd have to help me with this on. Is this the whole point, is it? Is this what you'll be like? So I'm not meant to wear it to work then?
I don't know
Well, no,
what he said
because
to you.
you seem to be an expert all of a sudden, Kay.
Don't be get nasty
Well, I'm
with
just
me.
saying, to you, aren't I?
I'm just here to support you. Don't get nasty with me.
So, because I'd have big weights hanging out my arse if I was this fat, wouldn't I?
It's the weight equivalent, isn't it?
This obviously isn't meant to be worn to work. There's no way. He must be on drugs, that geezer. I take on board that I'll never eat chocolate or white bread again. But if you think I'm going to walk around in suit like this all day, looking like a right plum.
Wound up by Adam's visit, Peter retreats to the safety of his club, leaving a determined Kay with the treat cupboard.
God, it's really quite disgusting, isn't it? I think I've realised quite how important this is and what a really, really good opportunity we've been given. Because, you know, not everybody has an expert on hand that you can pick their brains and say, what about this? And talk to somebody that can re-educate you. I feel like he's resisting against it a bit. Little box of celebrations. It's hid behind the cereal.
Peter's having problems with his home life, but nightlife at the club is one big party. Tonight, Peter's hosting Miss Great Britain, the St Albans heat.
You can't come in with that as ID. We'll have a quick eat in the VIP. I don't want to say what Adam's had to say with the fat suits worked, because I'm still angry about that, and I will say to him on Monday, if he starts getting all cocky about it, I will say to him, I've got no qualms in being, and he said to me, you're a bit quiet. But at the end of the day, you know, I will cut my nose off to spite my face. I will turn around and go, right, I'm going to do this and I'll show you. And I suppose that's the attitude I'm taking.
Despite his protests, Peter has tried to make an effort with his diet.
I had a slice of pizza which was horrible, and a load of lettuce, carrots and stuff. It was horrible. John, the assistant manager here, got up and he went and got chocolate cake with cream. Oh, I was distraught. Hello. Hello. I don't want to be a fat knacker, you know, I don't want to be fat, I don't want to die early.
Having addressed his diet, Adam is now forcing Peter into some real exercise, which he hopes will start a lifelong commitment to adding back the years to his life expectancy.
I've got a little somebody here who might just work as a combination of a sparring partner, training partner, motivator, a little bit of help for when I'm not here.
It's Peter's head doorman Joe who's come to help his boss.
You're fired.
Now, someone told me he was fairly handy.
Joe is a champion cage fighter and qualified boxer-size trainer.
What we're not going to do is we're not going to actually stick you in the ring together.
Good.
But what we are going to do is some of the training. The reason why boxer-size is such good training is that you burn more than 600 calories an hour. So compared to something like tennis, which is like about 540, or for most people swimming, which is about 340, it's a really good exercise.
Boxer-size involves all the training around boxing, including skipping and sit-ups.
It's hard, I find that really hard.
I'd expect to see sets of 50 for each of these exercises when you're fit.
It also involves throwing punches. But it does not involve any sparring with an opponent.
Don't slap him, he's not a girl.
Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. 4. Don't keep your hands up. Come on. 4. Go.
You're going to fucking so pay for this, mate.
That's the 10. Go. Come on, Peter. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again. Come on. Let's go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here, go.
Given that Peter's no regular at the gym,
Come on.
it's It's no wonder that after just 3 minutes, he's exhausted.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and breathe.
Adam tells Peter he should start to leave his car at home and walk to work. Walking is a great form of exercise and it's an effective de-stressor. Also, Peter should skip once a day for 10 minutes on top of his training with Joe. 10 minutes of skipping can burn the equivalent amount of calories as a 1-mile walk. Peter's rocky relationship is a major cause of stress and it's potentially taking a year off his life expectancy. He's now started having healthier meals and sitting down with Kay in the evenings, but familiar disagreements rear up again.
People have said that they think that I'm not trying to be at work so much because I'm getting a hard time off you.
What? Because you're all of a sudden maybe seeing the light?
No, it's not about seeing. No, it's not about seeing the light. And maybe it's me interpreting what people are saying with the fact that then we had a drop of business at the weekend.
Then I'll tell you why. Because they know you give blood and guts and everything you've got to that business, and they know that you've sacrificed everything in your life, not just me, everything in your life for that. And maybe now they're thinking, oh, is he going to start pulling back and actually behaving like some of the other general managers? Which isn't in a bad way, but they're actually got some kind of balance in their life. They're not living, breathing and eating the place.
It may well be, Kay, but if you just can't all of a sudden make that change.
I'm never going to stop moaning at you if you keep working.
I get in the bath.
But life isn't all about work, and Patricia Mitchell is going to use a technique to make Peter face that fact.
I know in your retirement years you've said that you would like to walk with your grandchildren, have nice long walks with Kay. Right. However, in order to do that, you have to be healthy.
To make her point, Patricia wants Kay to write 2 obituaries for Peter. One to 99 years old, the age Peter wants to live to, the other to 64, the age the experts predict he will die.
What would you like to be remembered for, Peter?
Being a loving, caring person, good partner, good father, loved by all, I suppose.
You didn't mention anything about work in there once, which is a real step ahead for you.
Ooh.
How are you feeling?
I think that was the worst thing I've ever had to do in my life.
I'm going to ask you now to read it out. I'd like you to start with the obituary for Peter from the predicted age.
Peter James Bell died age 64. Successful and dedicated to his career, Peter sadly died alone after a long suffering illness. He led a busy and professionally committed life. Sadly, he never married or had a family.
Don't know what to say, really. So Kay's very upset.
Do you feel okay about reading the other one?
Peter James Bell died aged 99. A loving husband, father and grandfather, sadly died in his sleep, surrounded by his family as he was in his life. Always loved and never forgotten.
Which was the easier one to hear?
I don't think neither were easy to hear. Obviously, from what I've said about where I think I should be, then the second one.
I want to see you with the second one coming true from the point of view of leaving behind exactly the legacy that you want to, which is a wonderful family life with Kay, children and grandchildren. It was horrible.
After that wake-up call, is Peter realising that his lifestyle is sending him to an early grave. He's found time for skipping every day, but hasn't been to boxercise once since Adam took him.
Got to 50. Early on. It's a lot harder than I thought. Oh, I've got to stop there.
So how's the training schedule going with Joe?
He can't make Monday. I can't make Tuesday. Okay, because I'm away. We've talked about maybe Wednesday, but I think only because we're going shopping in Milton Keynes.
It's the start of week 3 of Peter's quest to change the day he dies, and time for the first weigh-in.
I'm kind of thinking, do I do it now, or will I be gutted for the rest of the day if I've only lost like a pound, or what if I put on weight? On the reveal date, my weight was 14 stone 8 pounds. That's £5 in 2 weeks. Oh, well, I'm happy. It's in the right direction. It's a step in the right direction.
Back at the clinic, Patricia's got an idea how to gain back the years.
Like many of us, Peter seems resistant to change, so I'm setting him the challenge of dance classes with Kay, and in 4 weeks' time I want him to perform in front of friends and family.
This will help him relax and be a bit of quality time with Kay, and will hopefully gain him back 5 years to his life expectancy. They're giving Siroc dancing a go, a fusion of modern jive and salsa. After a difficult first session, Peter decides that he and Kay may need some private tuition and go in search of a teacher.
Dancing is supposed to be sensual, so just give it a little bit of...
Right, okay.
Dancing is great exercise and it reduces your blood pressure and stress levels. Just an hour of Siroc dancing burns off nearly 500 calories. If you're not one for dancing, similar high-calorie burners are brisk walking at 530 calories an hour and 600 for boxercise.
Step forward, keep going.
You look a little bit mechanical.
Yeah.
If you can just get that little...
Bit of rhythm.
Relax, just relax.
Just relax. But, and also be firm. You know, if you've got a show out, it doesn't matter how firm you are with it. Step back. It's strength. You have to
be stronger with me.
You have to give it some welly. But what you...
She needs to let me do it and be the man.
Inspired, Peter can't wait to practice.
And then that's much stronger.
Peter and Kay seem to be getting on better, but will it be plain sailing from here on in? After the break, Peter's lack of enthusiasm rattles the experts.
You're a lazy ass.
So steps are taken to make him walk to work. And there's even more top tips from the experts to attempt to gain him back the years.
So you put in and I'll put in, right? But that's the deal.
Peter was staring down the barrel of a gun loaded with cholesterol.
You've been walking around like this.
Like most of us, he prefers an extra half hour in bed than a workout. And giving 150% at work means fiancée Kay always comes second.
So we'll have a quickie in the VIP. Mwah.
Even though he's been given a predicted age of death at 64, 35 years earlier than he'd hoped, Peter's still resisting change.
If you think I'm going to walk around the suit like this all day.
With just 2 weeks to go before he's given his new predicted life expectancy, will the experts be able to add back the years? It's the beginning of week 4. Peter needs help and Adam is determined to get him to start pulling out all the stops.
We went and did boxercise with Joe. How many times have you been back with him?
We haven't yet.
You haven't been back with him
No,
in a whole week?
Tonight's the first time.
You're a lazy ass.
If we'd have started this in a different time, I think I would have got into the discipline where training would become quite a little bit easier.
How about walking to work?
I haven't walked to work yet, no.
Not once?
No.
No? Why?
For lots of different reasons.
So, although walking to work seems almost like a puerile little thing, you know? But I think it's exactly that. It's a start, and you have to start somewhere.
As the discussion continues, Adam's taking steps to ensure that Peter begins his exercise regime and looks at his priorities.
He's had a whole week to go to the gym and to meet Joe and exercise, and he hasn't done it. And that's not because he sat on the sofa, you know, on his arse. That's not for that reason. Why is it? Because he's at work.
You are going to become unwell unless you get control of this. I don't believe you have the foundations of taking control of it yet, because I do believe that Kay's got a point. Because in the last week, you've clearly demonstrated to me that all the other things, despite whatever you say about how busy it is, are more important than looking after yourself, your health first, and then looking after your relationship. Right? Those things have taken a really big backseat. And in your health this week, the one thing I asked you to do was to go and do some training, and you've not been able to find the time. So, all the best intentions in the world, it didn't deliver. So Peter, arranged to have the car clamped this morning to avoid any temptation of getting into your beloved vehicle and driving to work, to ensure that we did actually get out the door and walk.
Okay.
Peter seems to have surrendered to Adam and is led easily on the short walk to the club.
Walking like this, besides the exercise it's giving you, is also stress reduction. And you've already said that your job is high stress. Some stress is really great for you. Complete lack of stress in people's life demotivates them and is not fantastically good. They're very unproductive. But too much stress is something that's likely to cause illness. Now, 70% of people who go to the GP have stress-related illnesses. Is this it?
This is the club, this is Batchwood Hall.
This is Batchwood Hall, and it's taken us precisely...
About 10 minutes.
Well, about 8 minutes.
It's not even the time issue. It's walking across the golf course issue.
Well, you're absolutely filthy. Look at you. You know, you couldn't possibly see anybody like that now.
I wouldn't walk a £500 suit over a bloody golf course. No, you're right.
Why not?
Because I wouldn't.
So you'd rather...
I've got a hole in my boot.
Well, if you've got a £500 suit, why don't you get yourself a decent pair of boots? But what I'm saying is that was a fantastic walk. I mean, it was really lovely. Right. It's a beautiful day. It's nice scenery. You've got some exercise, and it took about 5 minutes. It took about 5 minutes, Peter.
5 minutes, Adam, I know.
Show me the club.
Adam uses a tour of the club as an excuse for a man-to-man chat with Peter.
My office is right at the very top.
Go on, let's roll up and have a look.
There are excuses, reasons, whatever. I said it's getting the disciplining process.
I'm not interested in excuses. I don't care about excuses. I don't care about this. I want to see it, right? And I want to hear about solutions. How am I going to tackle that? What am I going to do about this? You have not asked me bugger all in the last 4 weeks. I haven't had one phone call. You've got my mobile telephone number. You haven't done all the things I've asked. You haven't asked me one thing. How much do you want to do this? Do you see what I'm saying? I'm looking at what you do, not what you say.
Things like making time to go to the gym or finishing work an hour early or going in an hour later, he hasn't done because he can't manage that. Changing his diet he can do because he can do that at home. Skipping for 10 minutes he can do that at home. He hasn't made any real changes.
I'm angry and frustrated, not because you're having a whinge and moan to me, because I ain't going to see you much ever again after in 2 or 3 weeks' time. Maybe, right? I'm angry because I do want to do it.
Firstly, you've only got 1 week left.
Yeah.
1 week to start to get it right. Secondly, when the filming is finished, I'm not going anywhere. You've still got my mobile phone number, right? I've been looking after you, and I'm not going to just say, forget it, I don't want to talk to you anymore. I'm still there, I'll still go through this process with you, but I will only do that if you start putting your best foot forward. If you can't even find half an hour to go for a bloody walk, why should I spend my time looking after you after this process is finished? Tell me why I should do that.
No, well, you shouldn't.
Right? So you put in and I'll put in, right? But that's the deal. It's got to be two-way traffic. You've got to make more of an effort in some of the basic little things that we've talked about doing. Because if you don't, that's all it is. And nothing will happen. Yeah?
Okay.
Deal?
Deal.
Let's walk home.
Finally, Adam seems to be reaching Peter.
It's been a real strange day. Sometimes it's like watching a film, you know, perhaps I look back on this whole process and feel, well, yeah, you know, God, what a plonker, or what are this, or what are that. So yeah, the whole process is starting to make sense a bit.
It looks like Peter's finally seen the light. It's time for the excuses to stop and the action to begin. A new, healthier Peter is beginning to emerge. With just 1 week to go before Peter and Kay's final challenge of dancing in front of their friends and family, they're practicing most nights. It's time again for Peter to find out how much his skipping, dancing and healthy diet has paid off.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay. It's definitely saying 14 stone and a pound, which is very disappointing. So maybe if I'd have done a bit more training maybe and not gone out and got lashed on Wednesday, it might have been better. I can't say when I eat this that I'm enamoured all the time about looking forward to having porridge. See this? No fat, honey,
It's been 6 weeks since Peter was predicted to die aged 64. It hasn't been an easy road. His resolve has been tested, as has Kay's patience.
You seem to be an expert all of a sudden, Kay.
Somehow, through the pain and the constant coaxing,
You put in and I'll put in.
Peter has made some changes. But will they be enough to get him anywhere near the 99 years he wants to live to? The answers lie with the experts.
He's not made as many changes as I would have hoped for, but at least he hasn't ignored all our advice.
And he started spending more time with Kay, so a stable relationship for him in the future is far more hopeful now.
His diet has actually improved. He's cut out the sugary snacks, and any exercise is better than none.
Finally, the day has come for Peter to find out how many years he's put back on the clock. But first, there's a dance routine to perform, and they manage to squeeze in a quick last-minute rehearsal.
I'm not feeling nervous. I want to do well.
I don't know if I'm more nervous doing it in front of friends and family or knowing that it's going to be on TV. Yeah, but I'm feeling quite nervous, but there's nothing we can do now. We just go out and have fun, that's it.
If we cock it up, everybody laughs, and I think one of the things we said earlier on, they won't know if we make a mistake because they just won't know the moves.
Peter's journey has been about reassessing his priorities from his work life through to his personal life. Central to this has been his relationship with Kay, so it seems more than appropriate that he's learnt a dance routine with Kay that he'll be performing in front of his staff, friends and family.
But has all the practice been worth it? We're about to find out.
St Albans' very own Fred and Ginger, the wonderful Peter and Kay.
Had to be you. It had to be you.
At the beginning of this process, Peter was very resistant to any form of exercise, so I'm delighted he's followed through with the dancing.
Could make me be true. Could make me be blue. Or even be glad just to be sad, thinking of you.
So after that, do his friends and family think he's increased his life expectancy?
I think he'll live till 85. Yeah, anything else is a bonus.
I hope he makes it to 84 now.
I think he'll live to 72.
I've got to tell you, I don't know what you thought, Joe, but I think that the young man makes a better dancer than a boxer. Now, 6 weeks ago when you started this process off, we estimated your life expectancy to only be 64. You've made a number of changes over that time. The work, well, that's not changed very much, so there's still a few steps you can make there. But you're on a journey, you started taking the first steps, and we are sure that you're going to get there in the end. Now, we need to reveal your current new life expectancy. With a little hand from Joe. You wanted 99. You've got 72, which is a really big improvement from the 64. What I can tell you is that to sustain 72, you've got to continue doing the things you've done up to now. So it's continuing with your diet, continuing dancing, walking to work. However, if you're able to add in the other things we've talked about, like looking at your job, like looking at managing the hours, like formal exercise, you can probably add another 10 years to this.
So how did he claim back those years? Peter's initial life expectancy prediction was 64, so counting up from there. A better relationship with Kay, small changes to his work life, and doing a little more exercise could account for nearly 2 years. His new diet of eating less red meat, cutting out the junk food, and losing weight have added a potential 3 years to his life. Medical improvements like reducing his cholesterol and blood pressure could add nearly 3 years, bringing his predicted life expectancy to 72.
This is definitely work in progress. He's got a long way to go, but I think from the reaction on his face tonight, you could tell he knows that as well.
I don't even think the age. I think the age isn't the most. I think it's what we've learned through the process.
They look a couple in love, and I hope it stays there, and I hope that this year maybe we might be hearing wedding plans. I hope so.
We're on the right track. It's like we're on the road, so we can only sort of improve it again.
He's at the start of a journey, but his building blocks are well in place, and I wish him the best of luck for the future.
You're the one I want to be with, so we've got to work hard at it, haven't we? Yeah. So thank you for being there.